Hello, kind strangers from the multiverse. It's the year 2022. I'm putting on a garden hose. Whenever I do this, there's two things I do so that it doesn't end up frozen for when you go to remove it in 5 years. Number one, to get a good seal, you come feel the bottom of it and see how rough it is. If you have a brand new spigot, this step isn't really needed. They're usually pretty smooth and prepared. And what you want is a nice smooth surface down here to have a smooth seal to the rubber O-ring. And if it's too rough, it's just going to kind of shred the O-ring and you'll never have a good seal. This is worn out 100 grit. I imagine it's about 118 grit. So I'm not pushing real hard because I don't want to gouge everything up. I just want to lightly. If you have 220, you probably might have to push a little harder, but that actually might be better if you do something more like 150, 220, 320 grit. 300-ish is maybe what you really want, but this is good. I'm feeling good about this. And step two is just some oil. If you have a grease gun or some motor oil, this is some stuff for my pressure washer water pump oil, but I'm just going to oil these threads so that it helps get a good seal. It's gonna go on really easy, and it won't be stuck when you go to remove it in 3 years. Brass, galvanized steel, and aluminum, they don't rust, but they do have a reaction to oxygen and oxidization that happens. It's a white rust. It's a buildup that will make your stuff stuck. So any kind of grease gun, gear oil, maybe even just WD-40, white lithium grease, whatever you've got around, do something other than nothing, so that when you go to remove it in 5 years, it's gonna come off like butter and you got no leaks at all. Love y'all.